Let's get you some big breaking news now coming in. Pakistan has raked up the Kashmir issue at the UNSC. Jaishankar has given a sharp response at the UNSC, saying that it certainly applies to the state's sponsorship of cross-terrorism. So, Jaishankar responding to the charge that was made by Pakistan.
Excellencies, before I call on the next speaker, allow me to say a few words in my national capacity. We are obviously focused today on the urgency of reforming multilateralism. We will naturally have our particular views, but there is an ongoing convergence, at least, that this cannot be delayed any further. The credibility of the UN depends on its effective response to the key challenges of our times, be it pandemics, climate change, conflicts or terrorism. While we search for the best solutions, what our discourse must never accept is the normalization of such threats. The question of justifying what the world regards as unacceptable should not even arise. That certainly applies to state sponsorship of cross-border terrorism. Nor can hosting Osama bin Laden and attacking a neighboring parliament serve as credentials to sermonize before this council. That said, I thank all council members for their contributions.
Senior Consulting Editor Shrinjay Chaudhary on the broadcast with us. Shrinjay, this is the response coming in from Jaishankar, very, very strongly put there after Pakistan raked up the Kashmir issue, saying don't sermonize.
Undoubtedly, this is Jaishankar in New York at the UN Security Council. India for this month is the president of the UNSC, and Jaishankar is making it very clear that, look, Pakistan is a country that hosted, of all people, Osama bin Laden, not for a day or two, but for years and years. And secretly, the ISI was responsible for his safety. He was close to a very important Pakistani military establishment. And that country, which is responsible for cross-border terrorism, for attacking the Indian parliament, is talking about terrorism and other issues. Why should Pakistan, of all countries, say anything about it, is the question Jaishankar is asking.
Absolutely, and it's very, very important, the statement that he has made, because we are seeing the kind of skirmishes happening on ground as well. The Indian Army has been giving a befitting reply even along the Pakistan border. Now, in the UNSC, Jaishankar also saying that the UNSC itself also has a very, very crucial role, and it's important to make that statement.
Undoubtedly, this was actually the core of his speech, that the world has changed since 1945. And the UNSC reflects the era of 1945, which was exactly when the Second World War ended. Now the world has gone much further. So it is unusual that here you have among permanent representatives 5 countries, and none of them belong to Latin America, none of them belong to Africa. So a whole lot of countries, none of them belong to the Pacific state of Oceania. So none of these countries even find any kind of representation in the UNSC. Even Asia is not well represented, is the point he's making, because there are several countries that aspire to be permanent representatives of the UN Security Council, India being one, Japan, Germany, Brazil, South Africa, just to name a few. So why can't these countries be permanent members as well? That's the question Jaishankar is asking. It's also a veiled reference to China, because 4 of the 5 permanent members have said India should be a permanent member. And the 4 countries that have said so are France, Russia, America, and Britain. The only country that has not done it is China.
That's right. In fact, this is coming from the top leader, Jaishankar himself, making that statement, also saying that those who were protecting Osama bin Laden are the ones who are sermonizing now.
Yes, undoubtedly. That's the point Jaishankar has made. Jaishankar has said, and this is at the UN Security Council, that look, Pakistan is responsible for cross-border terrorism. Pakistan is responsible for attacking the Indian parliament. Pakistan is responsible for hosting Osama bin Laden, not for a day or two, but for months and years. And the establishment was responsible, considering the fact that where Osama was staying was right next to a Pakistani military establishment. So Pakistan has been protecting Osama, of all people, for years. So what right has Pakistan have to talk about terrorism or anything?
Thank you for joining us with those details. The statement that had been made by Jaishankar speaking about the state-sponsored terrorism from Pakistan, saying that the country has no right to sermonize.